What's going on, traders? Welcome back to day 6 of 25 days of trading. We got a good one in store for all the beginners out there, anyone that's just trying to get their first payout, first funded account across the line. But before we begin, I just want to remind everyone to subscribe every day at 11 a.m. Eastern. All the way until Christmas morning, I'll be dropping a new video for 25 straight days. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it and stay tuned for the rest of them. Appreciate you being here, but let's jump into this one right away. We're going to talk about how to grow a small account, or AKA, since I know a lot of you want to get payouts, how to get your first payout maybe, or the math to go about it, or just the approach to take of how to grow an account. But first off, I want to show you, I even have a chapter about this, even in more in depth, of funding and scaling your business, as I talk about my Futures 2.0 course, only available on ASFX TV. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you are so you can view this. You can even sign up for a free trial and also tune into our streams where I talk about the trades I take daily, and you see me take them in real time and apply those strategies to the real markets in real time. So definitely sign up. We're running a Christmas sale right now as well for 25% off. So make sure you use the code down below. And all future videos will also be running that all the way through Christmas. But for first off, growing an account, getting your first payout, let's just learn to crawl before we even try to run with just one funded account. And let's just shoot for $200 a day, right? We're going to try to do that for 15 days. So like the perfect math would be that's 3 grand. Now, of course, remember that's just 15 straight days of green. We're probably going to have some red days in there. So maybe let's call it 25 days it's going to take, 15 green days to 10 red, maybe something like that. But let's just say in a perfect world, let's just shoot for $200 a day, no matter how many days we have to trade. 15 days, that'll get us to about 3K. Now, from that 3K, let's take our first payout, realize the gains, taste it. You did all this work, you've set this ultimate goal of taking a payout. Let's realize, let's take 1,000 to 1,500 out, about half or a little bit more, and leave $1,000 buffer in there, which may not seem like a lot, and I would agree it's not a lot. You could quickly lose that account right after. I mean, using this math, that'll be just 5 straight losing trades in a row. You'll burn through that $1,000 that you have left in there. But if we leave 1,500 in there or 1,000 in there, then you're really just playing with fire with that one. But if we could leave 1,500 to 2,000, we could have some room to play with. But from those profits, right, since we're trying to take the long term approach, treat it like a business, we have to reinvest into it. So from that, let's just say $1,000 payout. We're going to funnel those profits into more accounts, right, to start scaling and start growing this business. But before we could even do that, we're going to set a max daily loss of $400, right? With that $200 risk, that's going to be 2 trades a day, 2 losses, and I'm done. Cut me off, lock me out. I don't want to do too much damage. I don't want to dig myself too big of a hole. I'm playing for the long term, so just lock me out after 2, right? It's unfortunate, but if I go for 2 on the day, I want to stick around. I want to be professional. I want to grow this account long term. So the safest thing to do is just stop trading. And I'm only looking to take 1 to 2 trades per day, anyways. So if you're 0 for 2, anyways, you probably should stop. Maybe you go 1 for 1. Ideally, you go 2 and 0. But at the end of the day, 2 losses and we're done because we're playing for the end of the month. Like I said, we're taking the long term approach. We're just trying to grow our accounts, scale our business, and take consistent payouts. So to do that, I have to suck it up in the short term, take losses, take the longer term approach of building a buffer, small swings a day, 1 to 2, get some confidence, build a buffer, and then down the road, once we've done it a few times, we can start scaling it up and take bigger payouts and maybe even quicker. But now, since we've taken the payout, that $1,000 payout, we're going to funnel it into, let's say, 2 more accounts. So now we still have 3 funded accounts. We're still going to shoot for the $200 a day, but this time maybe let's stretch it to 20 days, right? Again, 20 perfect green days in a row would be 4 grand at $200 a clip. But we're probably going to have 10 red days in there. So it's going to take about 30 days. Still not a lot of time. If you're here professionally and you want to stick around and treat it appropriately, 30 days is not a lot. And if you can't handle 30 days, then that's very impatient. But from that 4K, because now we're doing it for 20 days, we actually have it on 3 accounts. So it's actually a 12K to our name, right? Just in balance to our name, we have 12,000. But now we're going to maybe take a $2,000 payout per account. But again, remember, we have 3 accounts now. We're scaling it up slowly. That's going to give us actually a $6,000 payout, which is very, very decent. That's a very healthy payout, especially since we just took your first one in this example. We took your first one last month or maybe two months ago. Take a $6,000 payout a couple months later. You're definitely on the right track, and we're definitely scaling it at a very, very aggressive pace. But from that $6,000 payout, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to fuel it into more accounts ideally, but also pay yourself. That's why you're doing this. You want to make an income out of it. You also want to reward yourself for doing a good job, paying all this money at the desk, paying all this time at the desk, all this education, all that course. Pay yourself, treat yourself, reward yourself, taste it so that you get encouraged and motivated to keep on pushing for bigger numbers or more consistent payouts that you want to do this more, right? If you never taste that success from it, you're very likely to probably quit and feel like you don't know what you're doing and you're just going to give up. Well, let's taste it. Let's take the payouts. But now, since we took a smaller payout, we still have $2,000 left in each account, right? So this is just be my approach, my opinion. So let's leave it in there and build a buffer. Now, this third time around, if we're trying to get a third payout, let's try to build a buffer in there. I mean, we just took out 6,000 to our name. Let's sit on that for a little bit, depending on your expenses, of course. But there's no rush to maybe go make another six. Let's build it a buffer to anything maybe above 6,000. I'd say 6,000 and above. Right? I don't really. It's a tricky one. I don't really always believe that you should build a buffer to 20K. Right? It's like if it's sitting in there, just take it out and then build it back up to maybe 15. Take out. You know what I mean? But let's get back on track. Build it to 6,000 and plus, whatever that may mean to you. 6,000, 7,000. And then really just at the end of every month, if you want to take payouts that consistently, just take out anything above 3,000. So that way you still have a $3,000 buffer left in there. Still plenty of room if we're doing $200 a trade. That's 15 straight max daily loss days until we lose that account. So is that right? That is right. Or 15 straight losing trades, not max daily loss days. 15 straight losers, which I don't think really happens to any of us. If it does, that's very unfortunate. We'll just go again, but I don't think it's going to happen. Let's just leave anything above 3,000. So one month it might be $1,000 payout if it was a slower month. Maybe one month you make 7K, so you're taking a 4 grand payout. And again, this is on each account, so you're taking it by three. You're taking 12K out that month. And then next month you maybe only take out 2K from each account. You take a 6,000, right? It's going to fluctuate, never consistent like that. But this way, you just give yourself a chance to take a payout and give yourself a chance to take more in the future because you're leaving yourself a healthy buffer of 3K, right? So just a reminder, like I said, I have more chapters on this of how to scale it with more math, more in detailed approach, but even just the strategy itself. If you've never taken a payout or don't have a way to try to get to that payout, I explain it all here in Futures 2.0 of the type of entries and trades that I take, what indicators you need, where to place your stop, where to take profit, so that we can get you to those payouts. And we also have that in the Blackstone Club. Me, Austin, and James in our private mentorship. We have about 30 traders in there that everyone is trying to get their own payouts with different firms, different approaches, but still instilling a trading plan, instilling a trading system with them. And that's the ultimate goal. And that's what we've been doing. We've been crushing it in the fall and even in the late summer. That now is probably the best time to join starting off in 2025, surrounding yourself with a great group of traders to hold you accountable, to help you build your trading plan, to hold you accountable to stick to your rules that we are going to set in place for you, and just treat it professionally and get you those payouts that you want, right? And then even on ASFX TV, you can come watch us take these trades live, and then also jump back in the Blackstone Club with us, and we'll trade alongside you some more. Have a coaching call, look at your trades, look at your stats, all these different things of how do we want to scale your business because everyone's is a little bit different. But I think just most importantly, the math is all well and good. You do want to try to plan that out, but realistically, you need a trading system to make money or take consistent trades that make you money. Otherwise, we're not going to take a payout. But if you're trying to build your first account, that would probably be my suggestion of how to build the account, take payouts from it, leave a buffer in there, leave some in that you still survive to trade a little bit longer. You're not just blowing yourself out by taking one payout. Now I gotta go get another account because I got no money, like I'm out. I blew the account, right? This allows you to take payouts of healthy size, scale your business slowly, and also still be in the game to continue to take payouts. So hopefully that gave you some value. Hopefully you liked that video. If you did, make sure to like it, share it, and tune back in tomorrow. We got a great video for you tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe 11 a.m. every day. Check out the links for ASFX TV, the Futures course, as well as the Blackstone Club. You can book a call with me or Austin, see if it's a good fit for you. We'd love to have you to start off the new year in 2025. We'll give you 4 months for the price of 3 if you take one of these next few spots that are left available. And if not, hopefully we'll see you down the road. But like I said, hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys tomorrow morning at 11 a.m.